Alrighty, turn 35, January 10th, 1942. Let's see what we find. Alright, auto flip the base. No night action, huh? Not much moonlight, so that's probably why. Come on, get him. Alright, we damaged them. Nice. Oh, another one. Sweet. Two damages. Cancel due to weather. Oh, come on. Weather. Alright, bombing Wenchao airfield. Long-range bombers out of Japan. Severe storms, we have 27 hits. I'll take it. Here comes my Vals. Woohoo! Alright, Nanning airfield. Overcast, we got 6 supply hits, 28 runway hits. That'll work. Bombing Chinese troops up here again. Another 90 casualties. Alright, we're bombing troops. No damage. Bombing troops again. No damage. Nanning airfield. Half a dozen lilies. 2 supply hits, 7 runway hits. Chinese troops in the open. Sitting there begging me to bomb them. Oh, B-17's hitting Denny. Oh yeah, hitting the airfield at Rangoon. He has no cap up. And and it looks like I'm hitting planes on the ground. Nice. Got some Sally's damage. The guy killed a P-38 and a Buffalo and damaged a bunch more. Nice. That's basically it for the airstrikes in the AM phase, thanks to the weather. More cancel strikes. Get off my rail. A bunch of non-coms getting killed there. That's probably it, thanks to the weather. Oh, nope. Okay, strike off at Temulo. Clear sky, and we hit some supplies. That's it. Alright. Alright, that's it for the air phase. Ah, that's what he's doing there. Okay. So we're not firing back, none of our artillery is shooting back? Really? It's hammering me with 6-inch shells. I'm gonna need to run some nav attacks. Alright, he did no damage. Alright. Glad I built those forts there. Attack phase at Nanning. We're bombarding to see what is here. Alright, got 3, 4, 5, about 600 assault strength. Yeah, we don't have nowhere near enough to push them out. But we can sit in the base and turn everything off for them. Alright, got a little baby unit attacking the beat up headquarters unit. No damage. Wow. No damage, and wow, that's weird. Alright. Let's take Ternate though, let's hope. Bonsai! Anything else there besides the troops? Nope. Yeah! Got Cotabato with the one little few squads shock attacking over the river, and the rest of the squads at the base attacking as well. Cool. They're low on supply and fatigue, but they captured the base, which means they can recover both of those. Alright. Yep, we should have a couple islands we'll be picking up. This one here, Sangi, with no one there. Bonsai! Sea-Ace, Bonsai! Alright. Expand some bases here. Only a couple, looks like. Alright. Going to the production phase. It'll produce some stuff and move all the supplies and resources around. Overall, I won't say it was a great turn. Won't say it was a bad turn. Just one of those blah turns where not a whole lot happened. Weather really hampered our air attacks. We captured a few bases. Beat up on a few allied units. And we will go into more details on some of these things once the turn is done. And we'll come back with the after action. So I'll see you guys in a few moments. Alrighty, we're back. Gonna go over a few stats and such. So first of all, score-wise, we went up to 30. We increased by 35 points. Allies went down by 12. Aircraft-wise, the Allies lost 3 destroyed on the ground. We had 2 in loss in ops. Hey, for the first time in the war, I think we lost less airplanes in a turn than the Allies. Allies are up to 1132 army loss points. We're up to 49. 137 ships sunk, 32 for us. Alright. Aircraft lost. They lost 2 Buffaloes on the ground and a P-38. That P-38's gone a hurt. They only get so many of those a month. We lost a Zero and a Betty, both to ops. Unfortunately, that Zero is probably on a carrier, I bet you. So we lost 2 planes. How many pilots? 1. One dead, 1 wounded. Alright. New air units, 4 days, 2 transport planes. Let's take a look here. Anything sink? Nope. Anything big showing up on the thing? Nope. Repulse hasn't showed up yet. Upcoming ship arrivals. Tomorrow we get a destroyer, and then 4 days we get some Merchies and a subchaser. Not a whole lot coming anytime really soon. Alright, ground troops. 4 days, we get a bunch of units. We get a raiding battalion, which are paratroopers. We got some AA battalions, a couple naval guards, a bunch. We got 4 small Marine Coys, a special base force, and a guards regiment over in Saigon, which is good because that'll go right up into Burma. All right, if you didn't notice during the turn, we also got our 2 units, a brigade and a regiment. One's at Saman, I think one's at Hanoi, maybe? Well, we'll take a look at those. Let's go ahead down into production, aircraft and engines. 21 engines built. Nope, I'm sorry. 25 engines built. We still can't get enough of these 33s, man. We're building what 5 or 6 a turn, and we're still using them up as fast as we can build them. The Mavis, no wonder they're using 4 a plane, and then the Nell uses 2, and that's why. And the Val uses 1. We need to double that production. All right, but okay, we built 3 Nates, 3 Zeros, 2 Oscars, 2 Sallys, 1 of everything else. Good into devices built. 244 support. 136 infantry, 108 newer infantry, some Type 3 tanks, AV support, engineer, and those are Army engineers, not just engineers, those are combat engineers. 15 centimeter guns, 47 millimeter anti-tank weapons, 40 engineers, 34 81 millimeter mortars, some dual-purpose guns, some howitzers. All right, a nice smattering of items. Let's go ahead and bring up Combat Reporter, and we will take a look in there. Here we go, January 10th. At sea, we had an ASW attack for us, which is kind of funny because I'm almost positive that the patrol boat is fast transport, loading up troops at Wake. But hey, it saw the SS Trout attacked and got two light damages on it. Doubt very much that's enough to send it home, but hey, we'll take every point of damage on an enemy sub that we can. We got 4, I think those are Abdas maybe. I don't think those are, it might be a combination of some British and some Dutch light cruisers bombarding Johore Bahru. Did not do any damage, which is good. I'm surprised they must have been far out. Otherwise, my artillery would have returned fire on them. At least I would think. But all right, ground combat. We had Ternate we captured, and the unit there surrendered. Sayosi and Sangji we captured. Nanning we bombarded just to see what was there, and we are not quite doubled in assault strength. So we will probably sit here for a while. Cotabato, we attacked and took the base, forced the enemy out, so we were able to recover a little bit now. And in China, we attacked the headquarters unit that can't have much there, and we got 26-1 odds, and nothing happened. No casualties, no surrender, no run. I'm not really sure what happened there. But amphibious landings, we just dropped more supplies off at Ternate, or maybe up here into Africa, according to the combat reporter there. Air attacks, all us. Bombing airfields and some troops. A bunch of our airstrikes were canceled due to the lovely weather, as we come to expect, right? We got spoiled there. We had a couple good days where the majority of our flights went through, so now we're back to half our flights being canceled. Signet, we got Sydney, Delhi, Tarakan, LA, Brunei, and Rybalov. Surprised that has to be at Brunei has to be ground troops. It's probably same as Tarakan. Everything else could be ships or whatever. Ops report. Unknown. Okay. That's detected. That's transporting units around. bunch of units taking upgrades. Probably split between artillery and anti-tank guns and probably troops, actually combat squads. Alright, and artillery battalion upgraded, okay. Submarine. Thinking of K-13 was incorrect. Well, yeah, we saw it last turn. I'm not sure why they said it was sunk. Citing us seeing enemy units, mostly subs because there's no real enemy units around. Replacements, our aircraft go to the pipeline back to the poles, and Nates, Bettys, and an Alf are still in the pool, in the pipelines. DD Suga is fully repaired at Xargun. We got a pilot killed on the Betty. Okay, so the Betty pilot died and the Zero pilot was wounded. Okay, I'd rather have that than the other way around, to be honest. Maintenance, 5 planes down for maintenance. We captured 5 bases. One was an auto flip. The other, 2 were against bases that had no one there, and 2 were against defending units. 1 surrendered, 1 ran. Intel, to them. The Allies expanded 2 airfields. We expanded a port and a fort. Damaged aircraft. Right there's that 0 that we lost in ops. And arrivals. We got the 5th Amphibious Brigade up at Sama, and the 5th Guards Engineering Regiment at Hanoi. Alright, that's it for Combat Reporter. Let's go ahead and take a look at these new units so we don't forget. At Hanoi, we got the 5th Guards Engineering Unit, 5th Guards Division, which is 50 days away from being available on the map to split. Alright, so we're Cameron, Saigon, up in Burma. Alright. Come on, there you go. He's an engineering unit, but they are combat engineers, so they do have assault value. So basically they have 53 engineering squads and 48 assault. So they will hop on the rail and go over to Burma and take part of some fighting there and base building over there. And at Sama, we got a nice big fat brigade, which is almost 100%. We'll need some more infantry squads. Actually, we need those upgraded, and we need some more light tanks to round this unit out. This unit will probably be lifted and probably go into Burma as well. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. I need to think that over. It is 150 assault. That would be large if I put it into southern China. But I'm not sure I want to put it there. But I will think about that and figure out what to do with it. So let's go around the world here. We're at the river. Been here several days, moving northwest. We haven't spotted anything across the river, so I'm assuming that is empty. Once we get up into the hex here, we will be probably spotted by the enemy. So we need to be careful what we do here. I'm tempted to take Tengi, but I don't want to go too far because I don't want to auto flip Magwe with all the oil there, because he'll wipe it right out in one or two raids if I don't have support there, fighters and such. So I might come up here and head up north and go to maybe sit right here on this trail and block off Lashio. That'll stop him from having the rail to move his planes around. You can see he has some fighters here. He's been bouncing his heavies back and forth here between Lashio down here into Rangoon and over into Chongqing, which... No, they're not there now. Where'd they move? Wonder if they went back up into India, or a base that I'm just not reconning yet. But so we're still what? We got probably 3 more days on the trail to get to cross the river. We still got a week or so to worry about that. Down south here in southern Burma, we got the Thai division at Pegu, slowly recovering from the plastering he took last turn. You can see his disruption and fatigue are both high. He'll need a few more days here doing nothing to recover that. Rangoon looks like he's moving north. So I think it's time to either take Prom or and try to cut him off or let him escape. I'm very tempted to drop that. I think I'm going to drop that paratrooper unit into Prom. Worst case, I don't take the base, but I stop him from being able to rail out. So we will see. 35 fighters there, 53 fighters, none were in the air, surprisingly. That does surprise me. Wonder if he didn't put them up, or if the thunderstorms kept them down on the ground. Interesting. Oh well. All right, we got this guy moving up to smush the base force down into Malaya. He bombarded us here, did no damage whatsoever. I'm accrediting that to our level 3 forts. Plus, what's the terrain here? We are jungle. I believe that's 2. So basically, we have level 5 forts there, and light cruisers just don't have the firepower. And I don't think they were just using 6-inch shells, so they were probably pretty far out as well. But this next turn, I'll put a unit or 2 onto nav attack. We'll see if we could drop a few bombs on those bastards. Oh, he has fighters now at Singapore. Interesting. Well, maybe it's a good thing we didn't have any air raids there. He would have cap-trapped us probably. Yep. All right. Sumatra's nothing going on. I'm still just flying recon on some bases here. John B looks like they have a small unit there. Okay. So Java, nothing going on there. Borneo, nothing going on here as well. Over into the Philippines, Luzon, not a whole lot going on here. I rebuilt that one division here, the 16th. I got the 2 other units moving out of Lingayen down here to Cabanatuan, and then they'll move into Manila, and we'll rebuild another division. Then we'll move up into here, and then we'll move the brigade out, 65th Brigade out of Lingayen down here, and we'll sit here with like basically 2.5, almost 3 divisions. He doesn't have enough troops in all of Philippines to push us out. Because once we're in this hex, we also have level 3 terrain. So that'll be good. We can just sit there and with the inherent artillery just start bombarding him, and just to waste his supply, because they automatically fire back, which consumes supply. Down into Mindanao, we took Cotabato. There's a guy running. He'll continue to run east into Malay. That's where his last stronghold is. We have a bunch of units moving up from Cagayan. We got 100, 230, 250 assault strength worth. And now these guys will start moving in as well. It's not that there's a whole lot here, but grab those islands. We will pick up troops here and move on. Probably, I'm thinking about we need to come up and grab these, or come down into Malaccas. But I think I want to grab these first, just to make sure he can't base subs or nothing out of there, or like float planes, because that'll open up the oil as soon as I'm ready for it. Once we take these, we can come back down and grab the rest of the Malaccas, or even into Celebes. Down here in DEI, New Guinea area, not a whole lot going on. Looks like he's moving back into Rangoon again. I don't know if he's trying to kill these units or what. So we can buy them back. That's the only thing I can think of. Are they fragments of a base somewhere else? So he is not reconning us here. 1 of 1. None. Okay, so he's really not reconning us. What's our force status? 92. We'll build that next turn. 15. That'll be a couple more turns yet. I want to probably build this up to like level 3 forts before I start expanding anything else to let them know that we're there, because level 3 forts is a good spot. And if you bring it up, it's a jungle rough and a jungle. So jungle rough, I believe, is level 3 defense, and jungle is level 2 defense. So it'll give me a 5 and a 6 fort, basically. That should hold them off. Plus, I have troops on the way down here to occupy them, to hold them. Over here in the Gilberts and that, nothing going on. I have my ships up here gathering troops to prepare to move down and grab all these little dots. Got some ships arriving and truck. Several of them have some combat troops on them to head down into the Solomons. What are we doing here? Our supplies unloaded, which means we can pick up this combat unit here and head it over to Malaya to help reform a division. But the problem with that is the rest of that unit's way over here on Midway still. Or Wake, I'm sorry. We trying to load all this crap up, and it just will not load. This guy's spending more time trying to kill subs than he is loading troops. Wow. And these guys are not trying to kill subs for some unknown reason. Alright, this guy's bringing in some kois so I can put some Mavis there and get my scouting going on out over the Central Pacific. For my early warning, there's my picket ships doing fine. Let's run through those. Extreme overcast, light rain. Come on, clear. Heavy rain. Overcast. Alright. Convoys, hauling resources and oil. I'm going to start moving these guys home and disbanding them. Now that Wen Chao is basically 86 dead damage, he won't move nothing in there. Changsha's at 86 as well. As long as we keep Changsha shut down, Kyushu ports become usable. Because nothing else has any airfields enough that could reach there. I mean, a couple of these bases could, but you can see maybe Hengyang, but even then, I think just from Changsha, I think it's 24 directly to these bases, so that's exactly his max range. Another one would be Kukong, and it's only a level 1, so. And then up here in China, you can see I smacked this headquarters unit, but it didn't do nothing. No casualties, didn't run, didn't retreat, wasn't destroyed, didn't surrender. I'm up here now with some tanks. I'm going to smack this unit. Hopefully we'll kill it. I mean, I'd rather chase it and then chase it back past the rails, but I have a feeling when I attack, I'm going to end up just killing it. Personally, I'm getting sick of them, so if I need to kill 4 or 5 more to clear my land, that's fine. 6 units still there. Alright, I need to start reconning Kukong again and make sure what he has there. But that's pretty much the turn. Not a whole lot going on. You can see he's moving. He's going to come over here and try to cut me off, I betcha. Yeah, I bet that's what he's going to do. Which means I need to move these guys out. Alright, well, we can do that. But since we don't have the attack strength to get in there anyways. He has like 650 and we have just under 5. But, alrighty, that's the turn. If you enjoyed watching it with me, please go ahead and click on that like button. If you're following along in the campaign and you haven't already clicked on the subscribe button, I would appreciate it if you did that as well. Until the next turn, you guys have yourself a great day, and we will see you later.